Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Richard. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay. I get things from garage sales, thrift stores, and I sell those items on eBay for a profit. Today we're going to go over what sold. We have 20 items going out today for a little over $700. Some of these are pretty good sales, some of them are smaller. But we have a great mix of items going out today. So let's jump into the eBay store and see what's sold. Today we've got 19 orders to pull, so we've got to get busy. First item going out is a Star Wars Command Epic Assault Set, 22 figures. It's on shelf 4. It's going to be that right there. Let's see if we can pull these off. Picked this up at my local thrift store for $5. This sold for $14.75, and the buyer is paying $8 in shipping. Next item we have going out is in bin J2. It's an RA item. Picked this up on Walmart clearance. Let's see, J2. Can we get to it from over here? Yes, right down here. It's this Supreme Wrestling Sling. You can see I picked this up on RA for $2.50. This sold for $11.88, and it is going free shipping. This is light enough. We'll go out at a 4-ounce rate. Another item going out. It's on shelf 4. It's going to be all of these Somerset Murders. I went and listed all 4 of these together. Picked all these up at my local thrift store for $3. All these sold for $30.41, and the buyer is paying $14.30 in shipping. Next thing we have going out is a classic hits of rock and roll 1996. It's in bin U. U2. That's going to be right up here. Let's see. Can we get to it from there or here? Let's get to it from over here. First, just see if I can find it pretty easily. And it's probably going to be on the other side. Okay, let's take this out. Let's move these bins out of the way. There we go. Should be pretty easy to see. Here we go, right here. This is part of a high bid haul that I'd picked up. So I imagine I'm probably into this for maybe a dime. This sold for $8.66, and it is going free shipping. Oh, let's put this back in there. Okay, this next item is a pretty good item. I picked this up at my local thrift store. It's going to be all the way down here. And I've been, it's this right here. Well, I just grab the manual out of it. Complete thing. Complete stereo. It's Bluetooth. Picked this up at my local thrift store for $5. There was an issue with it. One of the LED blue lights on one of the displays was flashing. I did indicate that in the description. This right here, it's a CD stereo system with Bluetooth, model IT-CDS-5000. This sold for $78.26, and the buyer is paying $20.35 in shipping. Next thing going out is a Logitech. It's from the Z-640. Decided to go ahead and just piece it apart. This is the subwoofer, and it's up on shelf 2 here. And let's see. We're gonna have to move some of this stuff. It looks like it's about ready to fall. Okay. Get this one-handed. Did pay $24.90 for the complete unit. I decided to go ahead and list all the speakers individually. We have sold some of the speakers off already, so we're into the profit. This sold for $31.28, and the buyer is paying $24.90 in shipping. Next item we have going out is in bin D. It's Star Wars Complete Box Set, Episode 1 through 6. They are paperback. They weren't in the best condition, so I did list them down a little bit. I paid just picked these up at my local thrift store last week. I'm into these for $3. This sold for $9.53. And the buyer is paying $5.42 in shipping. Next item going out is in bin E2. Seems we're staying right about right here, so that's kind of nice. And I believe it's this thing right here. It says vintage under the cabinet jar opener. Got this at my local thrift store for 50 cents. This sold for $19.51, and the buyer is paying $5.60 in shipping. Another item I just picked up last week from my local thrift store. Probably could have got a little bit more for it, but I only seen one listed out there was brand new. They had it for like $49. I'm into this for $2. It's in bin R. That's going to be right over here. Yeah. It's this Bionicle Quest for the Nest game. Again, into this for just $2. This sold for $23.95. And the buyer is paying $6.55 in shipping. Have another one of the free magazines going out. And did have a comment from a viewer that asked that most magazines have ads in them. Well, the ones that I get, they don't seem to have ads in them. They're more or less like a biography of the person. So this is Shania Twain. Again, into this for nothing. And the way you tell, I had to go through each and every page, and if it contains any type of advertisement whatsoever, it cannot go media mail. But seeing how these are just photos, and there is no ads in here, this does qualify as media mail. If I can remember, I'll post a link to a video I did on how to identify which magazines can go media mail and which ones cannot. This sold for $4.21, and the buyer is paying $3.92 in shipping. This next order, it's a pretty good item. It's the Architects of the West Kingdom with Age of Artisans expansion and metal coins board game. It's on shelf 10. That's going to be right up here. I don't want to drop it. All right. Paid $2 for this at my local thrift store, so this is definitely a board game you want to look out for. This sold for $50.96, and the buyer is paying $11.65 in shipping. Next item is an i3, which is going to be right down here. It's a pair of Docker men's dress shoes. These should be them right there. Yep. Picked these up at my local thrift store for $3. These sold for $22.91, and the buyer is paying $10.80 in shipping. Okay, it looks like we're going back over to the first aisle again. This isn't going to be in bin X. Should be right down here. And it's another Game of Life 2015 board game replacement pieces. If you remember, in the last What Sold video, we sold the money is the action cards. Let's see here. Oh, right down here. So as you can see, these are brand new, never opened. Did pick up the game for 50 cents. This sold for $4.21, and the buyer is paying $5.10 in shipping. Okay, we have another one of those Adidas back planes. I did sell off all the chrome ones. I have one chrome one left, but I haven't listed it yet. And I also have another black one, but those two were kind of scratched up, so I waited till these sold. It's in bin Z, which is, oh, that's right up here. You see it right there. Oh, there goes my phone. I don't want to scratch it. It's the advantage of, that's one of the advantages of having clear totes. You can see right through them. So picked this up when I went thrifting when I went to Nevada to visit family. I'm into this for $1, about $1.50. This sold for $17.81, and the buyer is paying $6.45 in shipping. And we have another jar opener. This one's a Pampered Chef. Just picked this up last week as well. It's in K3. Excuse me. It should be right over here. K3 right down here. So as you can see, it's brand new in the package. Paid $2 for this. This sold for $15.26, and the buyer is paying $5.65 in shipping. Okay, I was already over there. I should have pulled it. It's another one of those Adidas back planes. So again, into this one for a little over $1.50. This also sold for $17.81, and the buyer is paying $6.35 in shipping. Another item I picked up when I was thrifting up in Nevada. Unfortunately, somehow I've lost that video, so I can't show you it. This is in bin L2. That's going to be right over here. Into this for $3. I did test it. It does work. Box is a little beat up. I did list it with the box. Does have everything in there, but all the cleaning solution is empty. I did disclose that in the description, and it has all the pads with it. It says Memorex OptiFit Pro. It's a disc cleaner. This sold for $20.36, and the buyer is paying $10.25 in shipping. Okay, next thing going out, I'm gonna have to probably come back to that one. Let's go to the last item right now. Is I sold 2 more of the Rain Tree shirts. Those are the ones that I picked up for $1 on RA. Most of them, about 95% of them, sold off within 3 weeks. These are just some of the plain shirts, and I don't have a bin, but it should be. It might be over here. Yeah, right down here. Need to update the listing. Y2. So, originally we had about 6, 7 totes of just Realtree shirts. This is all I have left. So we've got, both of them are XL. One is the blue and one is the gray. So that's a small, large, large. Okay, here's one of them. And let's just double check that picture. Yep, that's the blue. Uh-oh, we might have a problem. Well, I might have to send them, oops, this one instead. I'm not seeing in here any of the plain blues in XL. Let me set the camera down, be right back. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna have to contact the buyer. I'm all out of the plain blue ones. Not sure what happened on that, but I'll send them an image of this. These ones I do have listed for a little bit higher, and see if they'll accept these instead. I'll let you know. These sold for $37.35, and they are going free shipping. Okay, so I did find the other item. It's a Cisco Imperial Interfold napkin dispenser. It is brand new in the box. And the reason I couldn't see it is because it's hiding behind here. Picked this up at my local thrift store for $1. I had bought 4 or 5 of them at the time. All of them sold. This one's been sitting in the store for a while, so glad to see it moving out. This sold for $11.86, and the buyer is paying $10.80 in shipping. Just as I got everything into the eBay office to go over what they sold for, I had another order come in. 2 magazines, the same one. It's the A360 Media Special, all about Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. So that's going to be in here. And I'm not quite sure where it's going to be. Let me digging in here. Let's see here. On top. Okay, I'm hoping it's going to be in this side. Might have picked the wrong side. Nope, I think they're down the bottom here. Let's see. Let me get some of these up. Yep, here we go, right here. So it looks like I have 4 of these. This buyer came in about 2 of them. Double check and make sure it's the right one. No, that's not the right one. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna set the camera down. Okay, found them. It happens to be these 2 right here. So into this for nothing. Both of these sold for $15.94, and the buyer is paying $4.67 in shipping. So as you can see, we had some really good sales today. I hope this trend continues. I hope your sales are going just as good. So this video was a little bit longer than my normal videos due to all the sales. Hope this gives you an idea of some of the stuff that's selling on eBay. So while you're out there sourcing for items, this helps you keep a lookout for some of those items. So I hope you found some value in this content. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Really boosts the channel. Also, too, if you're not currently subscribed, consider subscribing down below and hitting the bell notification, and you'll be notified the next time I do a video. Until next time, keep picking.